Mario Kart Super Circuit is the third installment to the Mario Kart series, developed by Intelligent Systems, who are known for developing some of Nintendo's greatest RPGs and puzzle games, including Paper Mario, Fire Emblem, and WarioWare. Super Circuit was developed in the year 2000 under the working title Mario Kart Advance, in which Japan would retain in their release of the game in 2001, while the rest of the world would use the subtitle Super Circuit. The first handheld Mario Kart game aimed to be an improvement upon the two installments released prior, as seen with several reused gameplay elements including Super Mario Kart's gameplay and visual style, as well as 64's character roster, racer icons, and driver sprites. Mario Kart Super Circuit would become the best-selling game on the Game Boy Advance, not named Pokemon, selling almost 6 million copies worldwide. Approximately 10 years after its original release, Super Circuit would first debut on the Virtual Console for the Nintendo 3DS eShop, exclusively under the Nintendo 3DS Ambassador Program. It was a consolation program created for 3DS owners who purchased the system at the original price of $250, before it dropped to a staggering $170 in August of 2011, due to the 3DS's slow start in sales. Super Circuit and 9 other Game Boy Advance games were available to 3DS ambassadors for download on December 16, 2011. Eventually, for North America in November of 2014, and in Europe, Australia, and Japan in 2015, Mario Kart Super Circuit would become available on Virtual Console to everyone for download through the Nintendo Wii U eShop. Hello everybody, Nintendo 14 here. Welcome to the March section of the Year of Mario Kart. In this month, we're going to be playing Mario Kart Super Circuit, one of the lesser known Mario Kart games out there, but still a really solid game in the series. In that the gameplay is fun, and this combines both the last two installments from Mario Kart Super Mario Kart and Mario Kart 64. As in, you got the same cast, but you also have Super Mario Kart's gameplay. And so, yeah, the reason why this game was lesser known is that, I think, in my opinion, it's because this game would be released in between... Let me go back to the title screen. This game would be released in between Mario Kart 64 and Mario Kart Double Dash, and that's, you know, most people would play those games instead, and they would overlook this game. Maybe because, you know, this game's a handheld, and maybe people didn't stick to the idea of having a handheld Mario Kart game. They all wanted to play Mario Kart on a console. So for that reason, I was one of those many people that did overlook this game. But for my reason, I didn't have a Game Boy Advance at the time, you know, this game was released and new. So I had to skip this game just like everybody else, and after Mario Kart 64 I would go on and play Mario Kart Double Dash and, you know, pretty much forget about this game. But here I am in 2017, we're going to be playing this game all for you guys. So let's go to 150cc, the right cup, or the right class to pick for this recording's sake. And here we are, we have these 8 characters. They all returned from Mario Kart 64, and for this part we're going to be racing as Bowser, because he's the speediest of all the racers available. And I went ahead and did the gold cup for all the cups, which means yeah, I have all these ranked thingamajigs. But the reason why I did this is that pressing L and R, you get access to the extra cups, and the only way you can unlock them is that you need to go back or first you need to get gold for all these cups, and then once you go back into these cups, say like for the mushroom cup, you need to get at least 100 coins. I don't think you need to get another cup and get the 100 coins, but you need to get at least 100 coins, and that way you can unlock the extra cups. For instance, like say if you do it in Mushroom Cup, then you'll unlock the extra Mushroom Cup, and so on. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the first cup of here in Mario Kart Super Circuit. Gonna be racing on Peach Circuit. There's just a lot of things that have changed in between this game and Mario Kart 64. So let's go ahead and go through all of them right now. For one, you know, just the HUD and all that, it's no different than Mario Kart 64. And you can also spin out, just like in those games. and in Super Mario Kart. But the mini turbo boost yeah. Uh, the way that the mini turbo boost works in this game is that in previous games, well, you didn't have it in Super Mario Kart, but in Mario Kart 64, the way that would work is you would drift left and right. You drift and then steer left and right while you're drifting, and then once the tire smoke is orange, then you can release it and you get your mini turbo boost that way. Here in this game, you need to drift in one direction, keep drifting left, like say like this right there. You need to hold that for at least 2 seconds, and if you can, then once you get that, then you get the small little blue burst out of your carts, and that's how you get mini turbo boost. It's really specific and not the easiest. This game is it has the trickiest way of doing the turbo boosts, but it is pretty sudden, so I wouldn't stress too much on getting as many mini turbo boosts as you can. So there's that. And also for the startup boost, that's also different. In Super Mario Kart, you'd have to wait until the light, or sometime after the first light, so you'd press A, or in that case, press B, and then press B right after, or sometime after the first light. And then in some cases with lightweights or it just depending on what weight class you chose in Super Mario Kart, it changes depending on what it is. So like say with lightweights you might have to do it a little later, and with heavyweights you have to do it a bit sooner. And so in Mario Kart 64, for that game startup boost, you need to press and hold. What is it? You have to press and hold A after the last light, or sometime after the last light, to get the boost there. And then here in Mario Kart Super Circuit, you need to do it right before the last light. So it's pretty similar to how it works in in Mario Kart 64, but or in future games. Wait, what am I trying to say here? The startup boost for this game, it's really similar to how it works in future Mario Kart games, mainly Mario Kart DS and Mario Kart Wii. But it's the startup boost. It's much sooner than in Mario Kart 64, and so just me stumbling upon my own commentary. We got second, and we didn't get nearly enough coins that we wanted to in that last race. So now we got some catch up to do. For getting 100 coins, it's best to get at least 25 for each track, because there are 4, and then if you divide 100 by 4, then that's 25. It's as simple as that. I didn't use the brake. There are times where you're not going to need the brake for most of these tracks, in case if you really need to, get back into a line or whatever. So here's Riverside Park. This is one of my favorite tracks that has been brought back in future Mario Kart games. I wish it did, because this is a fun track, and just the twisty turns, like so. That's fun to do, or just get around. And geez, where are the coins? There's some coins, but they're really out of the way to get. It's pretty frustrating. And also we need to. I wouldn't. Nope. I got this. Right there. Wait, what? I didn't get enough speed. I'll do this. I'll try again. This is a thing that wasn't in Mario Kart 64, is that you can pause the game and go to try again. So yeah, that had to happen. So, thanks to the live commentary and whatnot. So let's go ahead and try this again. Maybe this time we won't lose some more coins because of the boo. That's something that can really screw you over. So it's best to not have any items in your reserve item box slot. That way the boo won't select you as its target. So that's gonna be our strategy for these last 2 races. Let's not try and keep any items in our slots. That way the boo won't come and steal the item and some of our coins. I mean, yeah, in terms we're only gonna be using 1 item at a time. But hey, whatever we can do to protect our coins and try and collect as many as we can, it'll be the best thing we can do. Right, so I gotta use the brake there. I can't carry too much speed through that corner. So we need more coins. Come on. I'm gonna slow down and just try and take all these desperate lines just to try and get all these coins. Alright. Nope. Ah. That turn always screws me. I try to just get as much time or drifting time so that way I can get the mini turbo boost. But you know, you can't just go for the greed of speed all the time. You need to restrain yourself and not drift too much. Alright, so if these triple reds can help us out here, that'd be great. Alright, one more. Just like that. Now we got 30 coins. That should be, I hope that's good enough. So let's go ahead and get the star. I think let's go ahead and use it right now. Not taking any chances with this turn. Get 2 more. Get that first place. So yeah, that was probably the first case where I had to use a try again. Oh well, that's what's gonna happen. So now we got 24 points. We're in pretty good shape, just so long as we can finish in front of Peach. That way we can get a gold cup. But the more important thing is that we need to get enough coins that way we have 100 in total. And we have Bowser Castle 1, the last track we can do that in here in the Mushroom Cup. There are plenty of coins here that are unfortunately just so out of the way. I mean, this whole coin challenge thing, it reminds me of Diddy Kong Racing, and how you had to collect coins as a challenge in that race or in that game. And here, I think I can't tell which is more difficult, this or Diddy Kong Racing, in that regards. So just get a couple more. I think we got plenty of, we got a lot of making up to do because of how many we collected in Shy Guy Beach. Right, so last lap just already. I don't think as long as we can keep in front of Peach, then we should be okay. I don't think we have to worry about Donkey Kong winning the race. So we got 35. That should be plenty. At least I hope so. Clicked all the coins in on the front stretch right before the finish line. I seem to be the case. All right. So after my third attempt on doing this cup, because I had multiple attempts because I did get enough coins to unlock the extra mushroom cup. All right, moment of truth. So we come out of the mushroom cup as the winner of it. We're going to be receiving the gold cup, but that's no concern of me because I want to race on more tracks. And in order to do that, I need to get 100 coins from this cup. And so I think maybe, is it please enough? Yes, got 170 or 107. And right there on the side it says extra tracks. So after that, let's just have the game save. It's auto saved. Every other game had before it had it, which is pretty good. And let's just quickly go into the cup selection menu and let's see it. Right there, the extra mushroom cup. Next part we're going to be doing, or next part, which is going to be this Thursday actually. I'm going to do, just because there's so many cups in this game, a total of 10. That means that we're getting 10 videos for this month, so the madness here in March, it's going to commence. So yeah, this Thursday, stay tuned for the extra mushroom cup. And I may have some guests alongside the road that we'll pick up and put in the passenger seat. See what I did there with the car jokes? So till then, I'll see you guys later.